Hey there TRW crew, Matt Vassallo here with the RhinestoneWorld.com. So in this tutorial video, I am going to show you how to press a couple unique shirts here. So this is a design that we created in Corel Draw and the TRW Stone Wizard. And then what we did is we used a couple different materials with our heat transfer vinyl to make these shirts look unique. So first what we did is we cut out the actual heat transfer vinyl on our Roland GS24 vinyl cutter here. Once it was cut out, obviously we weeded it. Now it's a two-color design, so we have two separate presses. Now what we did to make it a little bit unique, make it different than your regular screen printed design, we used the silver Reflectol here, which looks awesome when it hits any light, especially if you're outside, any type of lighting that hits it, makes the shirt look very unique. And then we also used our fluorescent orange Easyweed here. And then on this one here, on the fluorescent shirt that we got from Badger, we have our black Reflectol and then also our silver Reflectol as well. So very, very cool looking designs that we teach you how to create something like this in Corel Draw and the TRW Stone Wizard in our webinars and our YouTube videos. So we teach you how to do all of that. We also have packs of these type of designs on our website that you can download as well. Just in case you don't have the software, you want to be able to create something awesome looking like this for your custom school, team, or league, we give you that opportunity as well. So the actual materials, again, we're using is our silver Reflectol, our orange fluorescent, our black Reflectol. We have a Ultra Club black dry fit shirt. Then we have a fluorescent orange Badger dry fit shirt that we're using for our apparel. We cut everything on our Roland GS24 vinyl cutter, and we're going to press over here on our 16x20 blinged out Hotronix auto clamp. So let's go ahead and head over to the heat press, start pressing this, and I'll let you know the time, temperature, and everything to go ahead and get these designs created. Alright, so we're over here at our vinyl cutter, and again we have a couple different. We have our fluorescent orange Easyweed, and then we also have our silver Reflectol heat transfer vinyl. Now the Reflectol does have a carrier sheet, an extra carrier sheet on top that you do peel off before cutting. Then once it's actually cut, this is going to be a 305 degrees for 5 seconds. The Easyweed is going to be 305 for around 10 to 12 seconds. Now, what I'm going to do is, because the way I have this design set up, I have to press the Reflectol first because this Easyweed is going to layer in one of the spots right there. And then we have the shirt color showing through, which is really going to look awesome here. So we're going to go ahead and get our shirt lined up here. So let me grab now this shirt right here is our black Ultra Club Cool and Dry. So I'm going to bring this in here. Pretty easy to line it up, especially on a 16x20 auto clam. You got a lot of surface area to work with. And we have one of our little extended lights here to give us some extra lighting down inside. But I'm using a youth small shirt right here. So youth shirts are always very easy to line up. I'm looking there, everything's good. I'm going to do a quick little pre-press of about 2 to 3 seconds. Once I got my pre-press, any type of moisture, wrinkles, anything out of my design, I can come over here and now I have my Reflectol. So the Reflectol part of the design, again, you don't want to spend a lot of time on this side of it. You don't want to be measuring it with the different rulers and everything. Take a look at the design. Look here, I'm going to look at that. Now again, I'm not looking at the tag, I'm looking at the collar because their head always goes through the collar right there. So I'm going to say, okay, youth shirt, armpit straight across the middle, collar, I'm about even there, I'm about even there. I would say that looks pretty good. Look at the bottom and I'm ready to press, okay? Don't spend a lot of time lining it up because, again, time is money in this business. We need to knock these things out and get them made. So I'm going to drop down here. I'm at about a medium pressure. Now with the Reflectol, I'm at 5 seconds. So I'm going to pull it up here after 5 seconds. Reflectol is pressed down there, and now I can start peeling this off here. And nice warm peel here. And that is looking sweet. So check that out. And you can even see with the different, even the lighting here, how awesome this shirt looks when it gets that Reflectol. So now what I'm going to do is, with this one, I have my second color is the fluorescent orange. And I can pull it down a little bit just to make it easier to line everything up. And I'm going to get this lined up nicely here. Perfect on my SS. Then I should have basically a little bit. And now, depending on your shirt and the material, your shirt can move a little bit. So you can always just move it back a tiny bit if anything did move, just to make sure all of your placement is good. So what I'm looking at here is obviously my SS over there, and then I'm looking at the Sting Nation part of my design right here. So I want to make sure that the Sting Nation is all lined up nice. So again, anything that may have moved, you can move it right back a little bit. So that's looking nice there. Up top here, make sure my spacing is all even throughout that part of the design. It's all looking good there. And my SS is all lined up good. Now I'm going to move it just a tiny bit. So anytime you're working with these materials that have a good stretch to it, they can move a little bit. So not necessarily a bad thing, and it's obviously going to make the material and the garment last a lot longer as well. So as long as you're using the right materials on the different types of garments, that's going to make your garments last a lot longer. So I'm just making sure everything's lined up nicely here. Because this is a pretty stretchy shirt with the poly here, I just want to make sure everything looks nice. So I would say I am looking pretty good here. I don't have any of my materials exposed. That's looking great. The 20 showing through perfect there. The Sting's lined up nice here. The Reflectall is looking perfect, and I would say we are probably good to go on this shirt. Now, I could use my protective cover sheet because I have a little bit of it showing right there. You can also always use your last carrier sheet if you wanted to as well, just as an extra protection. Now with the fluorescent Easyweed, I'm going to drop this down for about 10 seconds here for the second color of this design. So after my 10 seconds, my Hotronix autoclam is going to pop up for me nicely. I can peel this off. And we are going to have ourselves a sweet looking shirt here. So check this out. There it is. We have our silver Reflectall. I'm not sure if you can see in the video there how awesome that looks. Let me go over to the big camera here. And silver Reflectall right there. You can see how great that looks. Our fluorescent orange. Great looking design right there. And let's go ahead and press the second shirt here. So back over to the heat press here. And we have our fluorescent orange Badger dry fit shirt this time. So I'm going to go ahead and get that lined up. Looks nice and lined up for me. Go down with a quick little pre-press here. Back up. Any moisture, any wrinkles, out of it there. Again, I'm going to start with the outside of my design, whatever has the furthest outside edges. So that looks great there. Now both of these are the Reflectall. So again, looking at my collar, looking at my armpits, going to bring it down a little bit. This is a U small, but these shirts run a little bit bigger. So I'm going to bring it down a tiny bit there. That looks good. Looks straight enough for me. Let's go ahead and press. So again, 5 seconds because I'm using the black Reflectall this time. So 5 seconds are up. Let's go ahead and grab my corner here and start peeling this up. And I really love this Reflectall material. It really looks sweet when it hits different lighting, especially at nighttime. But one other thing that's really nice about it, it has a real soft touch to the hand. So a lot of people will say, hey, heat transfer vinyls, it feels a little too thick on the shirt for me. This feels so soft. It's very nice if you've never tried it before. So now I'm going to come back with my second part of the design. I'm going to go ahead and line my SS up there first. Make sure that's all lined perfect so the black is showing through there. Now I'm going to have to adjust my shirt a little bit again. Remember, as I stretch it, it can change a little bit, especially with these different stretchable poly apparel like we're using here with this Badger shirt. Let's make sure the Sting Nation is all lined up nice. That's looking pretty sweet there, and I would say we are probably good to go on this one. What do you think? Move that down just to maybe just a little smidgen. And sweet. Let's drop her down. 5 seconds again, because this is the silver reflect all that I'm pressing here. 5 seconds is up. Pull this up here. Let's grab our edge here. Peel this off. And this is looking nice. Awesome looking design right here. So check this one out. Again, the reflect all when it hits the light at the different angles. Looks very, very cool, very unique. Go over the big camera here. How awesome does that look? So, reflect all silver, reflect all black on this one right here, which is our Badger fluorescent orange shirt. And then on this one here, we used the Ultra Club black dry fit, and we used the reflect all silver and the fluorescent orange Easyweed. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video on pressing some unique shirts here, making them look a little bit different, and just thinking outside the box a little bit with your materials. That can make a huge difference. But the great thing about these materials, you can see with this Reflectall how you'll be able to feel how soft it is when you get a hold of this material and you try some, but how awesome it looks when you hit the different angles and how much it's just going to light up in the sun, or especially if you're at those baseball fields or wherever you are and the sun and the actual lights hit it at different angles. I mean, you could be 100, 200 feet away and your shirt's just going to light up for everybody to see. It's almost like it has batteries in it. It's pretty awesome looking. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Again, we teach you how to make these designs as well. So definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel here. Everything that we used here in this actual video, we have on our website at the rhinestoneworld.com, the Roland GS24 vinyl cutter. We don't have the blinged out heat presses, but we have the 16x20 Hotronix auto clams along with all the others. The software we used was the TRW Stone Wizard and Corel Draw, which is available on our website, and then any of the different heat transfer vinyls as well. So definitely check out the website, therhinestoneworld.com, if you do have any questions. Make sure to give us a call. Number is 941-755-1696. This is Matt with therhinestoneworld.com, and you guys have a wonderful day. Check out how awesome that looks. Now that's our black and silver Reflectall on the right there. And then on the left, we have our fluorescent orange and our silver Reflectall. But big difference when that light hits it compared to right here. Nice and close. Still looks great. Still has that silver look. But once that light hits it now, whole different ball game. Something you can't do with your screen printer, but you can do with your vinyl cutter and your heat transfer vinyl, to where it just lights up. It's almost like a glow in the dark. It's like I was saying before, it's like it has batteries in it, where it just lights up once that LED light hits it.